Hello everyone, today we have an interesting build with High Evo. Now High Evo hasn't been super relevant for quite a while. He just a lot of times can't keep up in that power output. But with today's build we have Luna Snow, which feels like a more flexible Hope Summers. Sometimes you're going to drop her on 4, you're still going to negatively afflict with Cyclops, you're still going to positively buff with Misty Knight, you're still going to get your Hulk in hand buffed up by using her on 4 into 5, and then 5 you have 6 energy. You can either play a Red Hulk, play a Hulk into the other one on the other turn, or you skip into a free She-Hulk plus your Red Hulk or Hulk on the final turn to kind of have that big monumental power surge. Now the reason that I kind of like this one is it uses Luna Snow and White Widow as potential clutter tools. Normally both of those cards, the extra card that they add onto the board is destroyed when that location is filled up. But we can offset that with either an armor to lock those locations in and lock those cards in, or a Red Guardian. We can follow up a Luna or a White Widow with Red Guardian to make sure that they're stuck with that negatively affected card. And a lot of times we're going to be sitting very, very pretty with our Luna Snow Ice Cube generating extra energy every single turn for us. Outside of that, it's a pretty standard High Evo deck. We run the Sunspot, the Nebula for the scaling. We run the Misty Knight for the scaling as well. We run Cyclops as that negative affliction tool. We run regular Hulk for that scaling, but we also run Red Hulk for the alternate scaling. If we don't draw regular Hulk, we want to make sure that we have a big behemoth for the final turn to make sure that we can always pressure the opponent. And then finally we have She-Hulk, which if you use that with Luna Snow, you can get her out for free. Sometimes we're just going to curve her out on 4 or 5 if we don't have a better line, but a lot of times you use her as that last turn kind of big power push. And so this is probably not the perfect Luna Snow build. I've seen a lot of different cool uses with her in like a Scream deck or a Surfer deck, and just so many things that I think work really well. But I was really excited to have the chance to bring back High Evo. Now, I don't know that this is perfectly built, that it's super viable late game, but it is very, very fun because it has that slight hint of clutter or junk and that evilness that I just love. And then it has the big just power burst plays of the Red Hulk, the She-Hulk, the Hulk on the final turn to just bring games home back in your favor. But before we jump over into any games, I'd like to introduce today's video sponsor, Hero Wars. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have arrived in Hero Wars. Get ready to dive into thrilling battles alongside the Turtles thanks to an epic collaboration between Paramount Pictures and Nexters. All of your favorite heroes in a half shell are joining the world of Dominion. But it's way more than just a new character drop. It's an all-out adventure that you won't want to miss. From December 2nd through December 22nd, Hero Wars is running a special event featuring the Ninja Turtles. Discover their journey into Dominion, unlock their secrets, and fight along these iconic heroes. Don't miss your chance to bring the Turtles into your squad for free. That's right, the Ninja Turtles can be yours without spending a single penny. And that's not all. Be on the lookout for incredible time-limited offers, including exclusive Shredder and Casey Jones skins that will power your heroes up like never before. With loads of bonuses and unique rewards waiting for you, this is the event you've been waiting for. Turtles will be available to obtain only during this event, and once you get them in your team, they will stay with you forever. Mark your calendars, rally your friends, and join in. You can jump into the action however you like. Download Hero Wars on your mobile for adventuring on the go for iOS and Android, or play it right in your browser on the next tab. This is one adventure you don't want to miss. I'll see you in Hero Wars with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This will be legendary. All right, next up we have King Pepega. The first location is Shuri's Lab. Let's go ahead and play out our Sunspot because we don't have anything that's going to scale from us playing off curve. So we can go ahead and play it on 1. Lemuria. We get Luna Snow, which is kind of nice. We could always go Armor, Luna Snow. We could go Red Guardian if we wanted to. If we wanted to take away their card. We could also just go Luna Snow, Red Guardian left. I think that's what we do for now. Let's go Armor. Oh no, we should have went Armor in the right lane. Unfortunate. But with Armor here, I almost want to go with the White Widow, Luna Snow. But instead, we're just going to go Luna Snow for now. We can hit them with a Red Guardian next turn in Shuri's Lab to knock out their Ice Cube. Then it won't get destroyed. It won't give them extra energy. All the while, ours is going to be giving us that extra scaling, which is beautiful. And so Valentina and Ravona. Interesting. What kind of deck could they be running? All right, so Red Guardian. I think it's our natural play. And then I'm going to go ahead and go White Widow into Lemuria. Or do we wait a turn and do like Nebula? Let's do Nebula. Try to coax them into playing something in Lemuria or Lemuria. And then we can fill it up with the White Widow. Big anti-venom. It could be going like a negative affliction style deck. But, all right, so we either go White Widow here, or we skip so that we have the She-Hulk for free. Which, that's what we're going to do. We're going to skip for the She-Hulk. We don't know what we're going to draw next turn. And so I'd rather have the free She-Hulk option to go 20 power in Shuri's Lab to pressure over there. The White Widow would have been amazing coming down in Lemuria. They get a second Red Guardian. Okay. And alongside with the Psylocke. Okay. We do draw Red Hulk. But if we don't put something over into Rickety Bridge, then we can't pressure that lane. This could probably win us these two, and then we just give them Rickety Bridge. Is a potential play. I'm going to try this line. I don't know that it wins it for us. Wow, Gord the God Butcher is going to come down. He's a massive 10 power because it went up to -2. Goes up to 12. We do outscale that, though. Did they use all of their energy, though, becomes the question. It doesn't matter. We tied right because of their 0 power Red Guardian. We tie mid because of US Agent. And we win the left lane because of the double power on the She-Hulk. Very, very close. Luna Snow giving us a little bit of extra energy to find ways to do that, especially the She-Hulk Red Hulk combo, which I think is the most fun I've had. It feels a lot easier to get off than like a Hope Summers, but you have the downside of potentially sending them the Ice Cube. You just have to find ways to finesse it so that they don't get extra energy. We're going to go ahead and take it. Let's jump over into the next one. All right, next up we have Solverstein. Our Sunspot is gone, but their Wong is gone. They thought they were going to hit us with the Wong, but they were Wong. We have armor. We don't have anything we can play this turn. Armor into White Widow is always one of my favorite lines. And if they have any one-cost cards, maybe they play it into the mid for Lake Hellas. Let's go armor mid, see where they play. Okay, so them losing the Wong, this is a negative deck. Unfortunate for sure. Because we don't have any ways to, besides like the Red Guardian, we don't have any big ways to get around some of their abilities. Let's go Luna Snow left. And then I think we throw a Red Guardian over there so that they keep their Ice Cube, but they don't get the scaling ability of the energy. And then we can eventually position the White Widow into mid. And we want to save our Red Guardian to take out like an Iron Man, to take out like a negative Gore, the God Butcher, or whatever it is that we end up hitting. So let's go with the Red Guardian line. Do we go ahead and go White Widow now? We have the extra energy. We're going to want to skip next turn to make sure She-Hulk is free. I guess we can't save the Red Guardian, can we? Never mind. Or we could. We could save the Red Guardian and just do White Widow this turn. But them having Galacta, I think is interesting if it is a negative build. Maybe it's a Surfer deck that uses Wong, Galacta, maybe a Gwynpool. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Red Guardian. So that they lose their extra energy. We keep ours at least until the last turn of the game. And then Iron Lad coming down, hitting Sandman is super unfortunate. If they go ahead and follow up with another Sandman, we're in trouble. Actually, no. We have 7 energy, so we'll be able to do The 1 cost She-Hulk plus the 6 cost Red Hulk, it's fine. Luna Snow of their own, okay. And so we're going to have 2 extra energy here, interestingly enough. What kind of lines are they going with? Because they're locked into mid now because of our armor. So it feels silly that they did. Honestly, it feels silly that they did that. This brings us up to 17. We win here. Unless they have like a claw or something else cheeky or sneaky, then we can go. This only scales by 2. So at max at 16, it's always going to be better for us to do Red Hulk. So Red Hulk, Misty Knight, call it a day. I think we're in a really good spot. Claw would be the only thing, or the God Butcher, okay. And then Zabu. Not gonna do it for you, my friend. You do win the left, but we're gonna win mid, we're gonna win right, and we don't quite... We lose the left by 6, which is honestly not awful, with them having a 16 power Gore over there, but we will take the 2 cubes. Let's go and jump over into the next one. All right, next up we have Thor. The first location is Orcus Forge. Let's go with a Nebula to start. Next turn might just be Misty Knight, and then who knows, maybe we just do Sunspot. It depends on what else we draw into. They are running a Thor deck, not a Thor deck, oh my goodness. They're running a Thanos deck. The T's are tough. They're running a Thanos deck, and so maybe we can find some benefit. Kiln is actually really good for our Cyclops. We're going to have like a Sunspot plus Cyclops in Kiln. That way we can continue to scale. We can overtake that lane, and then we just have to compete for 1 additional lane. A lot of times high Evo decks really thrive in lockdown style locations. Unfortunately, the lockdown version of high Evo just doesn't keep pace anymore like it used to. That used to be my absolute favorite list in the game. It doesn't keep pace like it used to. It's all fine. Let's go Sunspot here. That way we scale. We get Misty Knight to go. Then next turn we go Cyclops, which will scale. We'll get Misty Knight to go. And then they could pull something. Oh, okay. Gladiator could be... I mean, it could have pulled something maybe a little bit better. But honestly, the armor is fine. Let's go with the Cyclops. I'm not gonna pressure for like the Luna Snow. I want to make sure we lock down and win Kiln. Because if we can lock down and win Kiln, they don't have Space Stone down yet. And so since they don't have Space Stone, they wouldn't be able to do like a Hail Mary Thanos into Kiln, which is fantastic for us. And so let's go Cyclops and see if we can overtake mid, and then maybe we just skip on the final turn. And so Cyclops, Red Guardian, oh, we lose the 50-50. Sunspot takes the brunt of the damage. They do go Reality Stone, so we recover a little bit between Misty Knight and Sunspot, but we still have a little bit of room to need to do a little bit more. Let's go She-Hulk into Krakoa. There is a chance that they just hit this with a Shang-Chi. But there's also a chance that we draw into like White Widow, and it's going to be a 12 power White Widow. And so that's what we're angling for here, at least. And so the big Thanos form coming in, and 22 power regular Hulk. I think this one is easily winnable for Thor here. He doesn't even need to bring out his Mjolnir hammer. All they have to do is fight for these 2, and they win. Like a Shang-Chi, a Mockingbird plus something here would be fantastic. We don't have Cyclops, so it's not going to negatively afflict any cards because we are using all of our energy onto this big Red Hulk, which we used all of our energy last turn too, unfortunately. All right, so they abandon the right. They go left and mid. Shadow King in mid is huge. The Mockingbird in the left is huge as well, but not bigger than our 22 power Hulk. Had they went Mockingbird over to the right, they had it on lock, but they made the wrong choice. Thankfully, we'll take the 2. Let's jump over into the next one. All right, next up we have Q Slim. The first location is the Vault, which we get some benefit from. They have King Eitri, which tells me they were probably looking to go like Thor or something similar. Let's go with just a Misty Knight here. And we're all going to slide out of the vault, which is unfortunate, but maybe we can kind of backtrack a bit. So the Misty Knight, let's see. King Eitri has not impressed me in the slightest, and so I haven't really used him a whole lot. Let's go Luna Snow, because a lot of times it's very transparent what they're doing with it, and does it get a big enough payoff? Questionable. The Ice Cube in the right. We could either take away their extra energy. We could take away their ability to draw out a card from their deck immediately. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm just going to skip. We could go Nebula, but I want to save the Nebula for... I guess we can just go Hulk next turn. We're going to do this. We're going to go big in this left lane. Next turn, we can just go big regular Hulk in the left after things slide out. And so I think we're in a good spot. Let's see. The Eliath. Wow. I'd be Eliathing to you if that wasn't just a little bit scary. It's a huge card. We do have the scaling from Sunspot. We have the extra energy from Luna Snow. We have one turn to win the left lane, and that is going to be our Hulk. And then we have to figure out a way to win the game from there. I thought we snapped before, but I guess we didn't. Let's see if they stick it out with the snap here. We'll be able to do maybe something like a White Widow, maybe Cyclops. Red Hulk could be decent. So Blink flipping the Jubilee, not flipping the Jubilee. Interesting. And they decided to do nothing in the vault, which now makes me feel a little bit sheepish. So we can do this. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Okay. We will grab the 2 cubes from Q. We will jump over into the next one. All right. Next up, we have Kindle. The first location is the White Hot Room. Both have our Red Hulks. Rippin' and raring to go. With the White Hot Room, let's go Armor. And then I think they're going to be fighting for that extra energy. And so maybe we give it to them. Ooh. Is this a mirror? We're running a mirror match? Let's go White Widow. They may go White Widow as well. Maybe like a direct mirror. No, they go Cyclops. Okay. So our Hulk is going to scale. I almost think we go ahead and push for the full effect of the White Hot Room. That way we can skip on the next turn. Sunspot absorbs. We get the free She-Hulk. We get... we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to pressure for the +3, which I think they will tackle or take as well. Maybe. If not, then they'll have to put something big over there eventually. Now, they could have a Sunspot as well. No, they go White Widow. Unfortunate, my friend. The White Widow is a touch too late. You should have went with it instead of the Cyclops and then flipped it around. Would have been much, much more beneficial for you. So... just go Misty Knight and skip with the rest. And we do we do stop them dead in their tracks. And so we'll take the 2 cubes. Let's go ahead and jump over into the next one. All right, next up we have Zombie. They are running an Arsham Thanos, so we have to be on the lookout for just everything that they can do. Now the Quicksilver is interesting in the cloning vats. Unless they're running like a Destroy Thanos Arisham shenanigans. I don't know. It feels strange to copy the Quicksilver. Let's go Armor. And then maybe we throw a good like White Widow over to the left. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, they go... wow. All right, so we get hit with a White Widow, which is super, super unfortunate. We're going to try to hit them with one in return. It probably doesn't hit, but maybe it does. We're going to go Nebula over to the right. That way both of these can scale. And then we're going to see the Marvel Boy is marvelous for them. That means that these are going to be able to scale as well. And so up to 2 per turn, which is what we can scale. We have to hope that we can outscale them here. Let's go with the... We could either go... We could go Armor, White Widow. Pretty solid line for us. Depending on what they play over here. Now, if they get a Space Stone, they can play in this lane, even after the fact. Then we also have the randomly generated Ironheart. So I think this is what we're going to go with. They might cap it out, which is why I was leaning towards maybe a Cyclops. But we lose our Widow's Kiss. Beautiful. So glad to see that. We do have the scaling of our Nebula. And so we get 4 extra up to, we go up to a max of 10. But we also have Ironheart. So let's go ahead and, we're going to go ahead and Misty Knight and Ironheart and believe in the heart of the Ironheart and hope that it's enough to push us over the edge here. Now, we will have more than enough. We're hoping, actually, let's do Ironheart first. Because I want to make sure that we hit, or have a better chance of hitting 2. Ideally all 3 over in the right lane, but probably not. Big Thanos coming down. Ironheart giving us 2 hits over in the right lane, which is monstrous. That gives us the extra tempo that we need. I don't think they can win now, unless... Okay, there's always a chance. They could have a Blue Marvel. They could have a Hazard, but I don't think that'd do it for them. All I know is that pushed the tempo back in our favor. Now, we could go Red Hulk. We could go Cyclops. But we will lock in Zombie for the 4 cubes. And before we end, I'd like to thank Hero Wars again for sponsoring this video. Download now.